Episode 59. Just continuing today. Today is a dead-end day. We have the tomb and also have Praxis or Draxis, whatever that constellation is. That gives us a lot of dead ends. But there's not much more rooms that we can possibly draft in today. The only thing that I really want is the vault, and the vault key. We have neither of those things right now, and I doubt we're going to get them this late into the day. But who knows? I guess what I'm just going to do is draft all the things that give me allowance, the archive rooms, and then give up on getting the actual vault today. Actually, give me this. That gives us a lot of steps back. Kinda need that right now. We can't do anything in this room. Except get this, I guess. Yeah, we know about that. And this. Is this somehow a hint to a puzzle? I don't know. If we can make our way all the way back here at the end of the day, I guess we can get a bonus for tomorrow. I did just say I was going to archive things, but this also helps me build for the future, I guess. Oh, we're out of keys. How many of these rooms do we have? None. 1, 2... 2? We just need to go through, but this doesn't guarantee that we go through. This might be the vault, though. It's not the cloister, because we removed the cost on that. What else could have 3 gems? We already drafted the trophy room, so it's not that, unless the berry picking trophy room counts as like a separate thing. But even if I get the vault, no way of getting a vault key, not with anything here. Redraw. Just let me go through today. There might also be keys here which we need. Lo and behold. Yeah, we need them. Okay, it'd be nice if we could go through. Redraw. Kind of running out of today anyway. So we don't really have to worry about losing out on gems here. Can a 2 cost be a dead end sometimes? I guess it can be. Dare I gamble? When I have so many redraws remaining, I don't. Half our steps, huh? We can deal with that. The bonus from the master bedroom was unexpected anyway, uncalculated. Don't have to worry about it. So here, if it's locked, we're not going to do it. Damn, that's bad. Okay, this might be a problem if I have to go back and launder my coins into keys. But it's near the dining room. Yeah, morning room, and the rest... I guess we can only archive 1 more. No, wait, we don't need to redraw that much on the top left room, but we do have that bonus going. Item? Coin purse, I guess. For our tomb, which has a lot of dead-end rooms, I guess, but we have nothing to spend this on. Great. Guess we're going back. Oh no. Oh no. I did not calculate this. Shit. But after I leave and come back, it should reset, right? Because it happens every time you enter the vestibule. Okay, yeah, that's how it works. A random one of the three. That's not that bad of a debuff. You can just go back and forth, waste 2 steps if it's not the one you want. It's actually a pretty good rune. But I should have saved a key anyway, because I didn't know that. I wasn't sure of it until just now. Dining room first. Or, no, dining room first. It's just 2 steps away. What's this one for? The showroom? No, the aquarium. We do get the steps. Alright, hopefully this is enough to get us through the rest of the day. So back to the observatory. It might not be enough to end the day in the master bedroom like I wanted. Launder coins into keys. This is why they make it cost 10, because keys are probably more needed to progress, rather than diamonds. I'd say diamonds are more useful because you can use them anywhere. But at the end of the day, if you need to progress, you need keys. So let's do this first. The library? This might be a waste of the corner room when we have so many redraws. We can even raise our allowance with the archive, and that might be better than the library. But at this point, I'm just kind of here for wrapping up, right? We might as well if we get the chance. If I'm all about wrapping up, then I think I want to see Realm and Rune. The complete edition, the one that isn't torn up. Because what I call wrapping up would be completing the sigils in the special chamber. This is the complete one, right? I guess that's the only one that appears, yeah. We also have the history of Arindia First Edition, but we already have Arindia's Oris's room unlocked and solved. So I don't think we need that history. We probably just need this, and I guess the other things we haven't done are drafting strategies 4 and 5, I think. And I think that's it. Just those 3. After this Realm and Rune. Okay, let's actually archive this one. Did I lose the emerald bracelet? When did that happen? Was that the day where I couldn't make it to the code check? No, that's when I replaced it with the emerald bracelet. How'd I lose it? Maybe I didn't double check enough, I guess. Didn't double check enough that I actually left the damn emerald bracelet in here with the ticket. I swore I did that every time. Like, I check it in, and then I leave, and then I go back and make sure that the checked item is actually the thing that I checked in, even though I don't have to. Well, apparently I did have to do that, because it's not here. It's fine though, right? I can just get it again. It's easy, I'm sure. Let's try to get, like, a good room. That's good enough. It's not that good, though. Well, there's the emerald bracelet over there. We can even step in, I guess. I guess if I make my way all the way back here... We can try to take these into tomorrow, if I get the coins from the basement. But I'm already wasting a lot of steps as is. Yeah, today might be just the one thing we want to do left. The 2 things, I guess. Let's see. Do the dining room. Not the passageway, although that's a room we can archive. Might as well do that. That is free allowance. I've been passing up the opportunity to archive a lot today, even though I shouldn't be. Do we want a Steam room? It's going to be an archive room, so any steamed archive room wouldn't really matter. Archive me. Yep, that doesn't matter. So first of all, right over here, you finally have the magnifying glass in this room, and the thing that I never would have solved would be having to enter a code into this safe. I don't actually know the next step. That's all I looked up. I didn't actually think this through. Let's look at the actual page here. This is the drafting studio. Blueprints drafting studio safe. I guess we'll go with the wiki page. Sometimes the wiki page is hit or miss for me on finding the information that I want, or presenting it in a way that I want. Okay. Hints. There are 3 of them, and then the answer. Hint 1. A tiny safe can be found within the room model on the table. I guess that's just regarding the magnifying glass. Hint 2. If you have the magnifying glass, you can interact with it. Okay, what's hint 3 then? The picture puzzle solution tells us to count small gates. Oh, that one. From the, this room, the study. That's what it's called. Does that... the small gates thing... It feels like they're using that double meaning a lot. Because the last time we got a red letter, it was in the drafting studio, no, the drafting room. The one with all of the walking portraits and all that. And that was also a double meaning on small gates. I don't feel like that's enough hints for me, though. What gates? Do I dare just click on the answer? This is what I'm talking about with the wiki. I don't feel like the hints are something that I particularly like about this one. About the way the wiki does the hints. I'm looking up on a different page. This random website talks about clues. The clue you want to look to for the 4-digit date code is the calendar on the wall next to the drafting desk. On it you can clearly see it. Oh right, dates. Is it just the date that Simon arrived? What does that have to do with small gates though? Oh wait, hang on. There's small gates in the picture, but we'll just try the actual date that shows up here first, because that might be the most obvious one, and maybe not the correct one. So that's November 7th. Did I enter that twice? Couldn't tell. We'll try it one more time. 1, 1. Okay, I pressed it twice, but it didn't seem to like press in twice. 1, 1, 0, 7. Fine, not that. Okay, let's read the actual full hint on that page. On it you can clearly see it showcasing the month of November. Then above that, a picture of some apple trees, paths, and gates, and various other surroundings. What could we use for a date? Well, I guess combining this with the wiki hint about counting small gates, which is apparently a thing. I guess there are 6 small gates. What does that have to do with anything, though? I know 6 is a number, but would it be November 6? I'm not sure how you would get November 6 from all that. But 6 is the only number I can think of. No, No, wait, that's not 6. These are also gates over here. I barely saw them. They kind of blended in. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I guess that's 8 gates. So November 8th? Day 2 of Simon's arrival? Does that matter? I guess it was November 8th. But why? I mean, November is clearly on the calendar, but it feels like just combining the number of gates with something that doesn't have to do with the number of gates is... Well, I mean, I guess the puzzle worked out, but I don't know. Again, I'm not solving this on my own, so I can't critique it. Oh, is it just a really tiny letter? My god. Why is it like this? This is funny and all, but... Was it originally like this, or did they somehow shrink the letter, or reproduce it shrunken? I'm not going to hold the magnifying glass up to this because I can actually read it without the magnification. Uncle, in a few hours we are departing. As planned, we'll be facing the old mountainway tunnels, or taking the old mountainway tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley, until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. Oh, this would be after the theft, November, because the theft happened in September. Yeah, they laid low for a few months in the underground place, and then I guess they left. So this is where they went. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. This must be Mom speaking, because she's the niece. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I guess maybe I do need the magnifying glass a little bit. Although going back and forth is kind of a pain. I'll just accept that I'll maybe not read all of these the correct way the first time around. That's fine. I'm leaving a message for Simon here. This one? No, in the safe house. Or this might be the message. No, wait, this one's to her uncle. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house. This unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. Right. Oh, it was a year. Wow. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these lost days were all for. How do we get the next page? Can we not get the next page? Oh, okay. We have to press A to progress. There we go. Has it always been like that? I feel like you go left and right normally. Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine. The thin wire we stood upon, above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holiday hands and throwing stones. Nope, holding hands. That's what I get for not using the magnifying glass. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. All right. The letter she mentioned, it was in the safe house? We read the one in the safe house, I think, right? Didn't we? Was that the one addressed to Simon? I don't remember. I just remember it was like ending in "May the Black Shores guide us" or something. Yeah, it was in the safe house, I guess. Well, we read it before, so I assume I can just like look it up after this or check my old footage, just to double check it was the one to Simon, I guess. Okay. Now let's... Can we combine anything? I don't think so. I guess we can check while we're here. No. No. And a lot of these I would have already checked. There seems to be a visual bug going on. Oh no, it's still selecting the sleeping mask. That's why. Ah, press B one too many times. Still selecting that. There. Right, we already knew that one. Okay, yeah, we already know. More or less. So the main thing for today, the big exciting thing, and it seems like it doesn't actually show you the prompt until you hover over it for a while. I guess so the player doesn't accidentally stumble on it. I think I noticed that before, like 1 or 2 times with, well, the last time we dug up the microchip from the West Bridge. I was staring at the ground for what felt like a second or 2. And I guess maybe there were other times where there were like secret things like this that were just like under plain sight or in plain sight right under your nose or something. Still, it's, I guess, just safeguarding against random chance. And there it is. This one not safely in a glass bottle, apparently. So luckily that other microchip that we dug up the other day was still where we left it. Which makes sense because it's not inside the house, so it doesn't get reset. But I'm just glad I didn't need the shovel again today. And here it is. This is the thing that's been blocking my progress for a long time. And as much as the puzzles have kind of been annoying me, I can't really say that I deserve to open this because the puzzles are bad design. It's really just that I feel like I don't have enough time to do a lot of the puzzles, and I guess the main thing was finding a new clue. That's the one thing that I would complain about. Progress through Blackbridge, I think, is, well, it is definitely, almost certainly, completely, blocked by a new clue, which is completely locked behind the bookshop, which I feel like there's very little indication of how to actually get the bookshop in the first place. The first time I learned about the bookshop was by looking it up, and I guess right after I looked it up I found some other notes or something that talked about the existence of the bookshop. But even then I wouldn't have known that this would be the way to progress into Blackbridge, and eventually, I guess one of the Sanctum keys, the one that seems to be the hardest out of all 8 of them, apparently. Which apparently is related to the throne room or something. Which I still have no idea how this relates to Blackbridge. Alright, we had to insert it like this. But here we go. The long-awaited Blackbridge Grotto. It's saying court, cloak, castle. Alright. What could possibly be hidden inside this mountain? I guess it's not that hidden after all. You can see it from the street leading in, apparently. Or Rindian ruins. We can't read the description. Just taking in the sights before we see everything. This is cool and all, but it's funny that they hide this behind a door that seems like it's hiding something underground, but it's actually just open to the air. Before we click on this though, before I even ponder what that is. There it is. It's Reddington. That's where we live. It's actually not that far at all. And it's actually a lot smaller than I thought. I never thought we'd actually see it in game. This is almost worth the price of admission itself. Just seeing more of the world than just our own manor, which we spent so many hours and hours in. Very loud music, but I like it. Can we even make out all of the stuff that we saw in the guide to Reddington? The house, or the buildings, seem much smaller than I thought. There was like the whole underground market and I think something about a lake, and also a fancy restaurant there or something, and maybe even some kind of, other than the bazaar, there was the greenhouse, not the greenhouse, the botanical gardens. In any case, that's where we live, and it's much, much closer than you'd think. It's also using some like scale stuff to play with size to make it seem smaller, larger than it actually is. So maybe if we like were actually there in lore, in world, it would be bigger. But yeah, the main thing you're here for, the main actual reason I guess, is the dome room. Okay, so it's just here. No extra steps, you just need the throne room. Reclaim the crown. Don't we already have it? Like in room 46? Okay. I could just read the description now, but let's actually wait to read the description rather than from the room directory. We'll do it when we actually get inside the room. We also have to do that for the dormitory, I guess, eventually. Oh, is it not a found floor plan? Where is it? Oh, it's starting tomorrow, so it's not in the directory yet, I guess. Okay, that's all that's behind that door. But we already knew, right? This was all Arindian stuff. The underground stuff was like where all the sigil chambers are, that was all Arindian. And the other thing we can do. Oh, I guess that disables that. Well, we can put it back here when we're done, at the cost of a step, I guess. Maybe on a different day. Rather, if we want to save our steps to sleep in the master bedroom, spend some money in the showroom. Maybe we just leave these here for today and get the other bonus a different day. We already knew from looking things up, and other than just looking it up, well, also looking it up a separate way, that there's a place you can put those microchips in over in the apple orchard. And that's by the sundial, by scorching the base or whatever. That was also a new clue hint. One of the more esoteric ones, I guess. But I didn't stumble across it that way. It was at the point where I was looking things up for the power hammer and the torch, the laser. The things that you can light up with those things or break down with those things. Just because I didn't feel like going through all of the things that I already saw again. And that was a confusing thing of how you're supposed to find the sundial in the first place. Assume that it's something that works with the laser or whatever. The answer was a new clue, of course. I'm just going this way for one more, oh wait. That's a wasted step. I don't have any security cards, so I can't go into the Foundation and try for 2 more archived rooms for a free allowance. Oh well. Then the last thing we're doing today is just ending today. We can start tomorrow with getting that bonus when we have more steps. So we're going to the right. And we have 6 red letters now, counting the one that we can't get. We just need one more, for the total of 8. Oh, damn it, I forgot to... I forgot to get the money from the tomb for the showroom for tomorrow. How many more steps is that? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting the outside steps, 11. We can maybe make it with the running shoes. I might regret this though. I'm already starting to regret it. We probably can't even get that many things from the showroom in the first place. But if we can get one thing, the moon pendant, at least we can take some of these items, these kind of worthless items, to the next day. It's a sizable amount, plus the purse. Moon pendant is 20. I don't think that's enough for anything else in the showroom other than I think the silver spoon. It does seem like the running shoe is helping out. Running shoes are helping out. But not that much. We're almost there. Nothing to eat here. Oh no, we gotta go to the gym, I think. Or do we? We don't. No, we do. Well, that's 2 more steps. Or none. No, wait. It still incurs somehow. I guess it's actually minus 3 steps in the gym. I never really counted that. Because you lose 2 steps and you also take a normal step just to go in there. I thought it was just like 1 extra step, but it's actually 3 times as many whenever you enter the gym. Didn't realize it was that bad. But anyway, now that we're here in the... next to the vestibule, we can't make it to the showroom. I wasted too many steps. We could make it if we, like, really relied on the running shoes, but I don't think we can. We're just gonna end the day in the master bedroom, I guess. Just enough to actually make it there for that bonus. Architect's Shopping Center. 6 drafting rooms? Didn't feel like that much. And starting today, although maybe I actually should have done it yesterday at the cost of not starting on, or getting the master bedroom bonus. Maybe I should have put those microchips in the orchard after all, in case it's one of those things that takes effect tomorrow, just like the throne room did. Oh, it looks like we got 1 or 10 extra steps. Which is an okay amount, I guess. They're sizable. It adds up. We'll use these extra steps for this. What was all that stuff about the coat and the cloak and the castle or whatever? It also had binary sequences, pretty simple ones. They might be a fairly simple, like, message it's spelling out. And of course there's still this thing. I really don't know if this really has anything to do with anything. This pedestal here, not every safe has one, but usually the safes that have the red letters have a gem inside sitting on one of these pedestals. I don't think I've seen these like anywhere else other than those safes. But we know that there isn't a safe here because I know where the last red letter is. Maybe this has to do with how the old groundskeeper was stealing the letters, maybe? And like, this came from a safe? No, this would have been before the safes, because the guy that stole the letters recommended the safes in the first place. I think the letters just used to be inside Herbert's office, room 46, in his drawer. So yeah, we did this puzzle when I didn't really understand that it was a puzzle in the first place. The proper route would have been a new clue, and through a new clue you understand where the microchips are. You dig one up in the West Bridge through the... I think that would have been the subway map puzzle, which leads to a message of 4 words buried under a West Bridge or something, or next to it. And then the other microchip was the image of the smashed foyer or entrance hall vase. Those two together, plus the new clue hint that leads you to the admin. No, I guess you don't need that. But after you get those 2 microchips, you go into Blackbridge and then... No, wait. You don't need Blackbridge, but you do need the microchip from Blackbridge. So that's the 3rd microchip. And then also in a new clue, so I guess everything is in a new clue for this one thing. You'd get the hint, which I don't remember where exactly it is, that tells you to scorch the base here, or... No wait, that's the one from the... That's the message from the 4-letter message. About scorching the sundial or whatever. The one relating to the... The train station number into letters, XYZ, ABC, getting the 4 books in the house and getting the 4-letter message, that one. That's the one that leads you to the sundial. It's like the biggest puzzle inside a new clue. And the one that gets you the microchip was the other message, the lowercase letters in the corner rooms. That was also new clue. So yeah. I guess this would be the biggest puzzle from a new clue. The extra usage of the microchips. Was that always there? Oh, it's rising out of the ground. The satellite dish has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. New experimental data packets can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Cinca, and inbound electronic mail and communications from offsite will no longer be blocked. So yeah, the satellite dish. I read about the satellite whenever I was trying to look up, like, using the laser and the torch and all that, and that's when I promptly exited out of the page when I saw the word satellite or something. But apparently this is a new feature. I didn't know it did all that. And look at that. Where previously it looked like there was only space for 4 of them, they made extra space for the satellite dish. Kind of like them hiding another feature. A feature that you would have no way of knowing, based on how much space is available, that it actually is unlockable. So apparently we can do something with the lab. And the other thing about off-site communications and mail are actually accessible. For the longest time I thought that was just like an in-world reason that they're cutting you off from the outside world, so that it feels like you're just not... Well, for one, so you can't just have an active communication with people in real time, because that would go against the whole Simon being on his own thing. But I guess we're doing it now. As soon as we get to a computer. I guess we gotta still get the outer room today. I wonder what those data packets are. It did say upload them, right? Not download? Data packets can now be uploaded to the lab. Oh, uploaded to the lab from Cinca. Okay. Because we have to contact Cinca and ask them to upload it to the lab. Got it. So I guess it's a lab upgrade. Unfortunately, we don't have the thing here, the shelter. But we can work with this. I guess maybe 2 special items are the best thing we can get. Or we could just pick a wild berry. That kind of worked that one time. We got that green room, which didn't actually help us in the long run, but it was still a pretty interesting green room to get here. And just in general, while we still have the berry blessing, maybe it'd be fun to see what we can get here. All of these bonuses don't look that appealing to me. Am I gonna do it? I'm about to do it. I'm going to do it right now. Oh, no. Wrong button. That's the garage. I guess that's 3 keys, but it's not very helpful. It's not better than the tool shed, I think, which had 2 special items. Although... is it just like any room here? I guess so. It's just like draft any room inside the shrine room, because I can like hold the size of any room, I guess. Well, I guess this means obviously that won't open. But yeah, the garage won't open up inside the house itself. I was wondering if maybe there could be some secret unlock here that lets you go through. Probably not though. Almost definitely not. No power here. So I guess our outer room bonus today is just 3 keys. Still going for the vault, now going for the lab, and also going for the new throne room, which should now exist. We have 66 steps to make the most out of today. What do I want to do for the pawn as a strategy? We've sometimes made our goal to go to rank 8 as soon as possible, so that we can try to spawn in the armory or make use of the corner rooms in the bottom left and the bottom right. I think we can do that. We've got 4 gems, we've got 3 keys. Making our way to the rank 8 as soon as possible sounds possible. Great Hall for the puzzle, and also having these extra chances at the Great Hall and foyer end secret passage are great. Did I call this the Great Hall? Pool Hall. 3. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Oh, okay, so I guess we're squaring after the minus step. 18 minus 16 is 2, squared is 4. I can't imagine we're squaring the 16, so... Alright, 20 minus 18 is 2, squared is 4. Silver key. Sometimes I can't tell the silver key from a normal key. We want to go north. You're not letting me go north. Should I bury it? We can try to bury it. Early in the day. Sure. Maybe it goes north. Okay, this is pretty often we're getting this. This has been like the 3rd time now. Not that I'm complaining. Just that there must be some kind of special rule. Well, that's a weird way to loop back into the entrance hall. Stars, sure. Because we have so many gems. And the bonuses are getting to be pretty good. Is that the flower? Yeah. The sail and a key. One more key. I think this would be our best bet, even though it dead ends us pretty badly. No key today. Oh wait, it's a key card today. Guess that spawns sometimes instead of a key, maybe? Or not just any key, probably only in special places like here. Rare rooms and such. So yeah, now we're kinda screwed unless we don't dead end ourselves. Today might be the shortest day yet. Oh right, we have all of these redraws. Well, we can start doing it when we're really screwed. Hey, an apple. Passageway is pretty good. We can do better. Let's do this and try to get a two-way. We'll use our dice on that. A fork. West Wing Hall, that works. Did I maybe miss an item? I don't think so. I guess corridor isn't bad. We do want to go to the right. Eventually. Red parlor, kitchen. Steps were a problem yesterday. Might as well. I don't think we really need the steps today, though. Oh, but it's all on sale. We might as well. This is the cheapest they can be. I don't think they can reduce to 0 with, like, the coupon book or something. Although, if you were a Karen about it, it says -1 coin. 1 coin minus 1 is 0. So yeah. Free bananas, maybe, if you had the coupon book. And the sale. But maybe there's like a fine print on the coupon book that says, does not apply during other equivalent events, or however it's usually worded whenever these sales don't stack with each other in real life. If only. Might as well eat that, and this one adds some morning room, which we already have in the draft pool. Again, when it says that, does it add extra ones in the same way the pool hall adds in those things that are already in the drafting pool? Because the Great Hall and the foyer and the secret passage, they're normally there. I can only assume it makes the second one. Commissary? We could continue with this, but we kind of want to get more routes out of this room. Courtyard is not bad. Oh right, flowers today. Oh, shovel. Great. That works for us. Wait, what if the experiment is digging? We don't need to dig anything up right now. And we can also save this in case we get the vault. Somehow. I don't want to pass up the solarium. That's like our ticket to the vault. We have a lot of free draws, but we'd have to route our way back north from the courtyard. I just think we need more doors right now. This is a good place for the silver key. I don't like this. It's not terrible, though. I dislike this even more. And I do like the rotunda, but the rotunda is kind of costly, obviously. Out of these three, I guess... Well, why out of these three? I don't have to spend 3 gems. I can just spend 1 and get something better. It'll still be like a 4-way room, right? Yeah, the cloister is free. Because we made it so. Oh right, and we know how to unlock this. Yeah, you gotta keep your cursor over it for a while. I remember I was pushing my face into these before or something. Not specifically these bases, but just somewhere on the wall in general. But that's the hidden secret all along. And there. I previously said too how it didn't seem like there was any place where the walls could lower, because there was no obvious seam, and I didn't check it just now, but it didn't seem like there was an obvious seam here either. But maybe that doesn't matter. Turns out it was very well hidden or something. Is there like a hidden prompt here? Because we could move the arm of the angel underground, but I guess not this one. Is this really only for digging things up and, I guess, for flowers that spawn here? Maybe. Oh, and wait, has this always been here? No, I would have known. I would have seen that. Whenever we were looking at this from any angle I was passing through the cloister, it somehow spawned in here. Mr. Nogula. Which one was Nogula? Is that the new groundskeeper? I think it might have been. If you are reading this, it seems the day has finally come, and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. No, I guess that's not the old driver. Or is it... Which one is this? Well, she seems to be in bad with Babbage, so it can't be the new... No, wait, she isn't insulting Nogula here. I guess she's just saying that the maintenance is overdue, and maybe Nogula... I think he is the new one. Yeah, the new groundskeeper. I have left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the site. Sorry, Nogula, it's ours now. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor, yeah, it's the new one, that it is much cheaper in the long run to be generous. Mrs. Babbage. Well, I think Nogula can do his job without the extra incentive. He's going to, because we took the incentive. Well, that's one reason to unlock the door. We're up to 70 now. And again, we're saving the dig spots for in case we trigger an experiment. Alright, hallway door is always unlocked. Thanks to the pool hall, I guess this is more likely. This will help us save on keys. I don't want a dead end. I don't want the rotunda. I guess I did make the rotunda common, didn't I? It's my own fault. Let's try one more redraw for more options. Okay. I don't like any of these options. We're just gonna make the workshop. Got the sledgehammer. Oh no. Now we're hitting a problem. No wait, we have the keycard. It was in the study. I'm just used to assuming we don't have it. Passageway, that's all unlocked and... Well, yeah, it does go left and right. We do want that. Alright, for a bonus... We beelined it here, so we do want to get the armory today. Maybe get our last bonus on the axe. Is there some kind of beeping going on outside? That's not in-game. Or is it? I can't tell. Not particularly fond of all of this. I guess the pantry isn't the worst. What are we trying to do here? We want the vault, we want the throne room, and we want the lab. So we're just drafting rooms today. Again, going for the armory while we're doing it. I hope that beeping, that constant beep, isn't being picked up on the mic. If it is, that would be rather annoying. Dark room. I guess we're rolling the dice. At least we have some idea what's through here. Based on rarity. A 4 rarity, that might be the freezer. Give us the 2 rarity, 1 gem cost. That might just be the laundry room. Oh good, it's security. Just what we needed. First of all, let's make the doors high. And let's check on the lab. Oh wait, there's like a lot of things we can do. I guess we gotta do the data transfers first. Sync a data packet transfer satellite status online. Press enter to view available data packets. One data packet is currently available. Data packet source sync labs, packet 1. Advanced experiments. A collection of lab experiments designed for experienced technicians. Right, I do think, yeah. Another thing that turned me away from like the wiki when I was reading it, I read that you could use the power hammer somewhere in the tunnel, and then I read that you could somehow move the crates because I couldn't find where to use the hammer on the walls there. Apparently it's behind those crates, and when I was reading about that, it said the crates were somehow related to some experiments or something. I guess this is the advanced experiments are related to. And yeah, I would have turned away from that because it had the word satellite, I think, and that was the key word that made me think, oh, I shouldn't read anymore. Maybe I should have been talking while I was doing the downloading. Hopefully it goes by quickly. 8 new experimental triggers, 8 new experimental effects. Yeah. An upgraded floor plan, different terminal today. Enter each room on rank 9, that's like 4 only, or I guess 5, including the antechamber. Each room you draft in the next 40 seconds, wow, what a weird one. Each room was a fireplace, I don't know how many rooms have fireplaces. The next 10 times you view your map, lose 10 steps then, well you can do that 10 times I guess. But then you can't view the map. Each time you pull a different antechamber lever, of which there's like 6 or something, or more. Each time you draft a tomorrow room, yeah, a lot of good triggers here. Lower the reservoir by 1. Wait, you can permanently lower the reservoir, I guess. Interesting. Stock your pantry with fruit. Interesting. Makes the pantry more useful, I guess. Unseal one of the antechamber doors, I guess just for the day. But the reservoir is probably forever. Permanently increase your lockpicking skill, wow. Subclass into thief. Gain 1 random item, then set your keys to 0, weird one there. Remove a crate from the tunnel, there's the one. Gain 1 key for each 30 steps you have. Lose half your steps. Then gain 4 ivory die. That's an interesting one. Sometimes dice are more useful than steps, depending on where you're at. Okay. They're all added now, right? I think so. So before we end today, no, actually, we'll save it. We'll save our brand new experiment for next episode. And maybe the next episode is going to be called Our Brand New Experiment, or something. That would be a good time to take a break.